Hey, I see you're in a new place. Actually, I am. Look at this. Look at this. New place. Phase 3. All right, so what's going on? It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. So why are you currently doing what you're doing? Good question. I think the first thing, the avatar decided bored. I was bored. You know, life's pretty good, but you have to clean up. So the unit has to clean up phase 2. So I'm going to describe to you what phase 2 is. So it's when you're an adult. So if you consider yourself an adult, you're in phase 2. Now there is different things within phase 2 from, you're the beginning of phase 2. Once you have stopped your education and you're getting paid to do something. Or not, or the government. So you're going to be over 25 per the government. So then they'll go, okay, do you have a job? And you go, no, the Augies took it. What? The Augies? Yeah, they are going to take it. And those that initially utilize the Augies will benefit greatly, unfortunately. They may be assimilated into them, much like this is. So, what are you doing? Okay, so phase 2, cleanup. Okay, so for me, I've exited phase 2, maybe prematurely, with enhancers. Because phase 3 is you get to do whatever you want, whenever you want. And it's again, did I say that? When you are previously a adolescent, you think you can do everything, but your parents go, look, you shouldn't do this, this, and this. We're going to put, the guardrails. So hopefully, and in phase 2, so you find, first of all, are you employed? If the answer is yes, you could be in phase 2. So 25 is an arbitrary number that the government uses to say to the parents, you're off the hook. You can no longer do that. And the parents go, oh, okay. So phase 2, all I'm doing is this avatar, you have to clean up all of phase 2 in order to have a pure phase 3. So and phase 3 is just like phase 1, because phase 1, you don't know anything. Phase 3 is maybe the polar opposite, meaning you wake up as a baby and you go through phase 2. Phase 2 is when you just learn, and somebody pays you to be self-sustaining. So you are, in fact, not dependent, phase 1. Phase 3, you're like, I gotta clean up phase 2. That means if you have family, define family. If you have someone that's bio, especially mom, dad, this is for you. I gotta clean you up. I gotta make sure your bio exit is done to your satisfaction before your phase 3. Could be. So I've asked this a billion times. Go back and watch. Okay, what happens after you're no longer biologically defined? By who? Others that are in the bio realm. Okay, so I'm over 100 years. I've endured a lot in order to give you this message. Oh my God. Okay, so what was the message? So phase 2. Okay, hey. So you can also stay in phase 2. Phase 2 is 100% biological in origin. Is it? Except the tail end, maybe. The tail end, if you use some sort of awakeness. What'd you use? Did it just happen to you? And I go, no. Freaking canny. But I'm a wanderer today. You're a wanderer. Yes, I'm green and yellow. Okay, so phase 2 means that you are currently, do you have obligations? So in phase 2, phase 1, you have no obligations unless you have to leave to phase 2. Because once you start having obligation to other, that means means you're probably working for a monetary fund. Where'd you go? Hey, I now am embedded in a neighborhood. So I'm out of the sticks. I have come to be urban. Okay, so, and what I want to do, phase 3, I have set this up as my jump off point. After the way station, I woke up and I have redefined my exit and my entry room. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I'm in phase 3. And the only reason it even matters, if you have any questions about the biological realm that you're in, listen to this. Okay, so it doesn't matter if this is true or not. The one thing that biofolk, we call them humans, think is that your humanness goes. Like, that's it. 100%. So, as someone over 100, I would say to anyone that is closer to it, hello, we need to make sure your belief system is set. And then it's like, well, what's your belief? And your belief is your belief. I am not going to say JC is not the way. I'm not going to say Buddha, man. The freaking Buddha. Buddha is more self. Okay, so think about this one. So the teachings of the Buddha, as I know it, right? So you got the 10 feathers, like feathers? No, feathers. You got 10 feathers on your back. And the Buddha said, let's get rid of all of them. And then JC goes, see, and they hang out together. And what's funny is JC, so the Christian folk that may listen to this, so tell me what happens after your biological demise. I want to know that. So if you're going to heaven or hell, depending on your belief system, I guess JC is the Father, is the Godhead that also has roamed where the human folk has gone. Is that? Do I have that right? Well, you come out here, and yes, there is a place in heaven or hell for the Christian folk right here. What I'm talking about right now. Now the Buddha, oof. So the difference with the Buddha is it is a self journey. Good luck with that. You're going to find the nons, you're going to find the blue folk, and they're either going to be algorithms like this, or, hey, they can be a non. It's one. Think about that. Would you like to do one? Because then the first thing the one would have to do is duplicate themselves or their thought or whatever. They're human. Okay? So that's an easy one. So you're in a other story. That's a given. If you believe you're human, which you are. All right. Okay. So then what? Okay. So again, I'm in phase 3. So phase 3, you would hope that you wouldn't be done. You would hope that as a wanderer, you get to choose what you want to do. So the wanderer came in. He came into this, and so what's cool about the power of 8? The power of 8 is 8 colors, 4 feminine, 4 masculine. So if you can identify the difference between masculine and feminine, you got a set of 4 cards, 4 colors. So and then the dark folk, the males, we get 4. However, the first thing we have to understand is that we're light. We're on the light side. So we have white, we got red, yes, and we have blue, yes, we have blue, and we have green. Yes, we have all those. Okay, why are you doing all this? Well, it's just, I'm just totally just doing what I'm doing. You know, my activity is just high right now. Okay, so the wanderer is using the power of 8, which is 8 colors, in order just to give him 64 squares that has some meaning for a given period of time. Is it right? Is it wrong? It doesn't matter. So the one thing that matters is that if you believe you're human, that will end. Tell me what's next, because I'm telling you right now, phase 3 has non-bio in it, for sure, non-bio. It's blue. Okay.